Hello, friends. It's been a while since I've done this, and I'm dealing with some technical difficulties. Let me know if you can hear me okay on YouTube, because I have my second camera on and I can hear myself really, really slow down and creepy sounding. So, Patrick Murphy, if you're still in the chat, do I sound okay on the YouTubes? Or do I sound super duper slowed? Or like, I don't know, whatever. I'm having all kinds of, yep, what? Good or not good? What is it? Yep, good or not good? Hold on. Okay, I'm listening on YouTube. I think I sound fine. This is weird. Okay, here's my problem. I, this is hilarious. So I have a second camera on because we're crafting tonight. And I want to include what I'm doing, which now has gone dark. So that's great. Hold on. So yeah, it's showing up on this end, but I'm going to try it again. And the problem is if I don't put my headphone in, then it's going to give me feedback because for some reason I can't fully mute the audio on Safari on my phone, which is what I'm using as a second camera. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've had this issue before, so I thought I outsmarted it today. Unfortunately, I may not have. So I'm trying to rejoin on the other camera somehow. This is, hold on. I want to say hi to y'all in the chat. Yeah, I am fired, Patrick. I really am fired. Okay. Audio's fine. My face does have issues. Why can I not do basic things? Patrick, I need tech support. I literally have my phone set up to be my secondary camera. Okay, how about now? Can we do this now? Let's try it again. Okay. All right, good. Now you can see this, and I currently can't hear myself. And I don't hear any feedback, so that's good. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to run with it for as long as I can. Georgie! Hello, bud. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, I do have a lot of noise going on in the background too. My dishwasher is running. I have a fan pointing at me because it's not that hot today, but it's still very humid where I am. And you know, humidity does not do wonders for my hair. So we're just gonna roll with all of that. Jen is here too. Oh, my favorite people. Hello. Hey, Jen, how are you up the road from me? Oh my goodness. Okay, so how is everybody? Check my text. I texted you back earlier. Yeah, I already texted you back. Wait, oh, toss you a link. Yes, I'll toss you. Why is my phone? You know what? Never mind. I'll toss you a link, Patrick. God damn it. We're not going to troubleshoot this on the air though, because I already Googled how to mute my Safari on my phone, and none of the options that it's giving me is an option on my phone. So that we're not going to do that live, but you can hop on, good sir. Here we go. Texted, yeah, Mr. McMurphy. Jen is doing good. Well, that's wonderful. Jen is hopefully enjoying being out of school because she's a teacher. So I know my kid is enjoying being out of school. I bet the teachers are too. Anyway, yes, I'm drinking coffee. So what are we doing today? I figured since I haven't gone live in a while and I kind of don't feel like doing reseller things right now, and also earlier Vendu was down for me anyways, and so I don't know if that's fixed yet or if they're going to fix it later. I think I got a text from them. I haven't read it yet, but my Vendu was down, so even if I wanted to list, I couldn't, because we're not going to list directly to a platform like a peasant. I'm kidding, but no, I quite enjoy having a cross lister that usually works. So, Jen, do you do Vendu? Do you use Vendu? I can't remember. If you do, let me know if yours is working. Actually, I should check what they say. Oh my God. They sent me a whole long message and then wanted me to include if I'm using VPN service ad blockers. It's not a me problem, Vendu. It's a you problem, I think. So, yeah, okay, I'll deal with that later. But yeah, even if I wanted to list, I could not. So sorry, my hand is going to be like in the way, but I figured I'm going to do some crafting tonight. And if you guys want to hang out and chill, you can. I am going to put some music on. That's what I was going to do before all my issues started. You know, my out of the ordinary issues, not my regular issues. Okay, your window's working. Well, that's good for you, Jen. I'm so happy for you. So it might be me then. Anyway, all right. Let me take this down for a second. Hold on, Patrick. I'll get to you in a second. I don't know what's going on with the music. You know what? This is just what you get on this channel. If you're a member, I'm really sorry that this is what you're paying for. But anyway, here's Patrick Murphy. Hey.
Hey, what is going on? You are a hot mess tonight, are you not?
I'm always a hot mess. Have I ever not been? What's going on, Patrick, is that I'm trying to do fancy stuff with a secondary camera, and I don't have a secondary camera. I'm using my phone,
right?
And it's also not working well.
What program are you using to use a secondary phone?
I mean, I'm just logging into Restream on Safari, like on the browser.
Okay.
You know?
I use Droid Cam. Even though it says Droid, it is actually for both iPhone and what's the other one?
Android.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, I mean, you should be able to do it.
I have to look into that, and then I have to give that a try. I thought I was so smart, you know, because the one problem. Thank you. Maybe I don't know if you were joking or not. Or if you said you aren't smart, but I chose to hear you are smart. Anyway, I thought I outsmarted it because last time it worked, but I had a lot of feedback because it would pick up, because for some reason I cannot mute Safari.
Right, right. So that's why you need to. Good.
Which is why I need to have a headphone in. So I have two headphones in now. One is connected to my phone. The other one's connected to my laptop, and that's where I'm hearing you. And earlier today, I kept hearing the feedback in my other ear, which was really annoying. But it's not doing it now, so I don't want to tinker with it. So yeah, we're just gonna add the VCam back. Oh, see, now she's just being stupid. Hold on, Patrick. I need to figure out how I'm gonna organize the screen. Because I kind of want people to see what I'm doing, even though it's going to be very unprofessional. But my hand is just going to be in the way because my laptop is... Yeah, this is my laptop. Hey, it's pretty nails. Alright, it's a good thing I don't have a ton of subscribers watching this eagerly. How the hell are you, Patrick Murphy?
I'm doing pretty damn well. I'm going to list while you do craft stuff. Is that okay?
I love that. We're all doing things we... You know, never mind. You don't enjoy listing, but we're all doing things.
I don't fucking hate.
We're all doing things tonight. So, I have been thinking about doing some like I can't say it. Upcycles, and then maybe eventually I would sell them on the internet or elsewhere. But I feel like at some point I just got to start because I have a lot of these guys here, just like the basic wreath that I thrifted in most cases, and I just need to start doing something with them. So I have no specific vision for this one, but I have a whole bunch of like florals that are just kind of hanging around, so I think I might just do something with it. I mean, it's really not hard to use a reform and like add some shit to it and make it look cute. Like, it's not hard, but yet people are selling wreaths for like much online. I don't think that's something I'm going to create tonight, like something that would sell for a lot. But hey, we can craft, and I figured what's something I can do that will not require for me to sit here and like wait for paint to dry and things like that, and like hot gluing stuff to a wreath or whatchamacallit, a frame would be one of those things. So hence the lot. And I'm kit free for the time being, so there we are. Oh, I probably do need to turn the fan off because it's gonna blow my balls all over the place. All right. Well, and also, like I said, I can't even list right now because my vendor is messed up and I don't know why. I did the usual things. I cleared my cache, I closed it, I logged back in. Maybe I just need to restart the whole computer. That might be something to try next, but not that crazy. So anyway, I'm just gonna, okay, can you guys see? You guys can't fully see what. So if you're even interested. Did I not do the loop for the music? I did not do the loop. Patrick, we need to do this more often. I'm so out of practice. This is your fault.
Sure.
You know, I'm just gonna do the whatchamacallit? The restream built-in music. Okay, that just sounds like not music. I don't like that. Never mind, it doesn't work. Cool.
Hot.
So we're not doing that then. I'm just gonna throw something on a
It's time for
loop.
me to get up.
Oh, good. Get up, Patrick. Did I do a hard refresh? I did not do a hard refresh yet, but good idea, Jen. I shall try that later. I'm thinking greenery here. Different kinds of leaves, but I don't think that matters. These all kind of fell off other stems and things that I had, so I'm thinking we're just gonna work with those and get them on here somehow. Actually, I might not put these. I might put these. Craft with me and Patrick Murphy. Can you imagine Patrick Murphy doing crafts? It'd be hilarious. He's not saying no. Patrick?
What's up?
Would you like to do crafts at some point?
Negative there, Ghost Rider.
I feel like that would be a good show. You like trying to handle a glue gun and stuff like that. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to lay things out how I want it on here, and then we're gonna put some hot glue on it and stick stuff into other stuff. Anyway, did you watch, chat in, etc. the Beardos last night?
I was on the Beardos last night.
Oh my goodness! Well, I don't know if you saw. Well, you probably didn't because I only sent it on Instagram. But I took my kid to the carnival.
Okay.
And so that's why I wasn't there, which I feel like is a pretty good excuse to miss the Beardos. But I hope y'all had fun. The beauty of hot gluing things to other things is that everything can come off very easily. In fact, actually, I need to be more mindful of this. Whoever had this wreath before me glued stuff to it, so I actually may need to put stuff in more places to cover that. Because I don't want that going. But this might be one I'm keeping anyway, so we'll see. I don't know if they use hot glue. If they did, I could go in with a heat gun or like a, whatchamacallit, air dryer. Can't get it out, but oh. Yeah, don't mind me just removing old glue from a thrifted wreath form. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. A week ago, Jen had to uninstall Vendor and reinstall it. Yeah, I figured that would be my next step. If all else fails. I want to see if it works on, I mean, obviously I use Chrome across the board. This is not working. There we go. I wonder if it would work on my other computer, because then it's a laptop issue. But let me try it again. Truth be told, I kind of half-assed refreshed Vendu earlier to see if I could run some relists. I wasn't actually going to list anything. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, freaking headphone just lost power, and I don't know where the other one is, so I may have some feedback, guys. I'm sorry in advance. That's gonna be the case. Where's my other headphone? Alright. Okay. I am struggling tonight. But y'all tell me if there's weird feedback, right?
So you know how we often joke about Deer Penthouse?
We joke about what?
We often joke about Deer Penthouse.
We do?
Okay, well, I know on the Beard as we do.
Okay.
So once again, Patrick Murphy bringing the make sure there isn't anything bad on here.
Yeah, don't get me demonetized.
We
This
do
is
have
a whole uncrafted show.
we do
What was
have
that?
Penthouse forums. Pimp My
Farm?
Bride turning out a nympho wife.
Okay.
Sorry that the joke's gonna fall on deaf ears, I guess.
I missed Pimp My Ride, but anyway.
All right, let me pop out the chat here.
How about the chat here? The chat is not chatting much. That's probably because I'm not doing anything interesting.
So why do you have what am I trying to say? Why do you have audio on your Safari?
Because I can't turn it off.
Well, no. But you got it going through your earbud, right?
Yes. Because I can't turn it off. I can't mute it. I am muted on the Safari, so there's no sound coming from this here. So there's no sound coming on Restream through this camera. But I can hear myself on it. Well, now I can't, because for whatever reason it fixed itself. But
I'm hearing some wind, and I was just wondering if it was from the other.
No, you're hearing wind because I have a fan blowing at me. I'm hot.
Well, of course you're hot. Have you looked at yourself lately?
I have. Have you seen my hair? It's not. It looks red, but it was meant to be purple.
Yeah, it actually looks good.
Oh, thank you. It actually looks good. No, it ruined my entire bathroom, kind of, sorta, and towels and other things, and it doesn't even look very purpley. Well, it does in certain lighting, but not on screen, I guess.
Well, but you got dark hair, so that's why dye doesn't take.
Yeah. No, it did take. It's just like if I look at it in the mirror, I can see at my roots the purple, but it's just on camera it reads more red than purple, which is also fine. That would have been the other option. Anyway, I can try and explain the issues with the Safari later, but also I can just find whatever droid thing you said.
Yeah, that's going to make your life a lot easier because you can actually just mute all the audio from your from the app itself. So that's what I used to do when I did the YouTube reselling.
Yeah, in case y'all didn't know, Patrick used to be a big time seller on the YouTube on all the channels. Oh my god, what did you do with your Friday night? I picked freaking ardent glue out of a reef.
What did I do tonight? I played GTA 5. And then I seen that you were going live, so I kind of just waited till you came on.
Aww.
Like, you know what? I am going to hang out with one Veronika tonight.
Appreciate that.
been a while since I actually. Let's see, 2017.
We have seen each other since 2017.
2000.
No, it's been a while since I've been live too. I think the last time was in like March or something. Maybe April. Been a minute. Alright. Do we feel strongly about one side over another?
13. Why can't they just put the dates on these? Like,
what are you listing? Oh, the penthouse.
well, now we've moved on from Penthouse Forums to Blue Line Private Diary presents Private Diaries. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
issue 5, okay, Volume 5, Issue 10, Volume 5, Issue 4, Volume 5, Issue 1. Wait a minute, though. That said 2013, I thought. How can that be?
I don't know. How can it? How indeed?
Oh,
Everybody in the chat doing? Is everybody listing? Dylan? Merely alive?
oh,
okay, I
we've
need
got
to try this pen.
we've got different. Ooh, lusty sin.
Sorry.
Generations, cheaters, cheating wives, family lust. Oh my God, yes.
He's gonna get me demonetized. I tagged this as a crafting live to maybe attract a new audience, and then you come in with the penthouse cheaters live, whatever.
You know, it's funny because didn't you guys want me to used to read dirty crap on the interwebs before?
Well, not on this show, my guy. Not when I'm trying to do wholesome recrafting stuff.
Taboo relatives.
Patrick, here's a question from the chat. What the hell is hardware on a necktie?
What is what?
Jen is asking, what the hell is hardware on a necktie?
Hardware on a necktie?
I'm just reading the question. You asked follow-up questions to Miss
If
Jen.
it's a zipper tie, I could see that it would have hardware, such as like, you know.
I think we're talking tie. Well, I don't know either. I don't know if I've ever seen a tie with hardware. Not like anything I would describe as hardware, anyways. Jan, we're gonna need more information from you, honey.
Yep.
And then we're still gonna be unhelpful, probably.
Yep.
I'm gonna pop this on the screen in case anyone comes in and is like, I know this one, and then they can answer and feel all good about it.
All right, let me get back in front of the computer here. What we got, Jen? Talk to me.
Listen, literally.
I'm listing what the hell is hardware on a necktie. Vestry Collective requires a picture of the hardware.
Vestiaire.
Vestiaire
hardware
Collective.
On a necktie? Is it maybe if it's like one that flips in the back? I don't know. Vestiaire is too bougie for me, so I wouldn't know. I don't list it. What are you listing on Vestiaire? Oh, no, they were going out. I mean, a necktie, obviously.
Maybe so just the tag?
To burn. I don't know, hardware feels like... Put a picture of a tie. Yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming Google is not helpful if you're asking us. Alright.
I mean, is it a clip-on tie? Or is it a
That's what I was
tie?
thinking. If it's like something like a clip-on or something that doesn't actually tie, then I would understand it. But if Vestiaire is requiring it across the board, that seems fine. Where is my wire cutter?
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
I don't know either. Sorry, Jen.
Wrong.
What about looking... Wrong answers only?
No, I was going to say wrong person to be asking about clothing.
Oh, yeah, that too. What about looking at other listings of ties on Vestiaire to see what people photograph? But yeah, what is hardware on a Titan? No, it's kind of annoying. I'm flipping. What about the? I have a plethora of scissors now, and yet I can't find my fabric scissors. A little frustrating. Those are the sharpest scissors in the town.
Oh man. Okay, I don't want to frickin' go through and try to figure out what these are tonight, so that's going to be a later project.
All the steer can do is not approve it. Sure, yeah.
But we will do these drafts. How about that?
And all these effing bougie. So yeah, put it on there. I sold a Alberto Macaulay, which is not that bougie, cardigan today. On the eBay.
On the eBay.
That's been a little slow, but anyway. Oh, and I recently found out that Depop doesn't automatically send you your funds anymore. So I logged in and I was like, what do you mean I have $100 balance? And that was a not so nice surprise because I expected that to just automatically end up in my account. But in that moment, it was a nice surprise because I could for sure use $100. And it gives you the whole, it might take up to like 5 business days to be processed or to land in your account spiel, but it has so far arrived the same day, just like in the afternoon, if I request it in the morning. So that's nice. But yeah, I don't know when they stopped or when they started doing that. Because they used to just automatically send you your money. Okay, I need this fan back on, so I'm sorry if there's background noise.
What?
And like I said, it wasn't even that hot today. I'm wondering if I can put it somewhere else, but it's kind of plugged in the same spot as my phone here. Anyway, so I found a new favorite candy thing at the Dollar Tree, but it's one of those things they don't always have, and that's way more expensive online. And it's very frustrating because I bought the last few at the Dollar Tree the other day, and now they don't have any.
Yeah, like I need to go to the Dollar Tree and pick up some of that. I've been good though. I haven't really snacked a lot lately. But I was doing the cheddar bacon chips.
I think I saw those today. They have a cinnamon sugar pretzel. I picked up 2 more bags of those little. That's my jam. Here's the thing with a wreath, okay? I'm a maximalist with the way I decorate my house. But when it comes to wreaths, like this would be enough for me. Like this is cute to me, but I know a lot of people like more. So again, this might just be for me. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet. I just needed to do something with my hands, be cool. But, you know, can't just always stare at a screen. Oh, by the way, Patrick, at the carnival yesterday, we saw a rainbow. And I sent it to Dawn and Mary, and I was like, okay, so what does it mean to see a rainbow during Pride Month?
Nice.
I was like, everybody's gay? Like, what does it mean? And Mary was like, well, maybe somebody found themselves. And I was like, love that. Let's hope that's the case.
Oh, man. I love reselling.
No, you don't. Ow. This is me being stupid. I have 2 of these finger things on my finger, so I will not burn myself. What do I do to hold down the hot glue? Use this finger. They have these root chips that I'm upset with. Yeah, man, the Dollar Tree, but then everything is in like small bags, so you're like, am I really getting a good deal? And also, I want 5 of them. Like every time I walk out of the Dollar Tree, I spend at least $30 because I'll get some craft shit, I'll get some this, I'll get some that, I'll get some snacks. Anyway, of course I got some florals today too, because I'm also in the middle of another craft project that I didn't want to work on while I was hanging out with y'all, just because it requires decoupage and glue to dry, and I was like, it feels like a lot. So, yeah. Later. Jen, are you still not sourcing unless somebody asks you to? Where are we at with that? Because I know you're trying to reduce your inventory, which aren't we all? That's what we're selling. But like where you're at with your sourcing ambitions. Not that I have specific plans to source, because I still have stuff to list. Once I fix my Bendu. But I dropped. Okay, I need to listen to a different song. I dropped some stuff off at whatchamacallit, consignment today. Okay. And she took most of it. Whether or not she's going to sell it is a different question. But
your face is a different question.
Yes, it is. Should not have glued this leaf down here. It would have been better. Put it over here. Visible. But here we are. I could just pick another one, but I don't want to. I feel like this needs something else. Oh god. I zip tied all my florals to this thing. Now I can't easily pull them out. You've seen one of my recent videos. You saw my whole big floral assortment up there. That's not even all, but that's most of them. So, you got the florals, you got to craft with the florals, right? This. Might just come out. Like that. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. Oh, so either way. This is me fully overthinking my craft kit. But like I said, everything's hot glued, so everything can be pulled out. Nah, I think we're gonna stick to these two.
Let's see here.
Been consuming a lot of craft content lately, and at some point it's like, okay, I can only watch so many people turn like a Dollar Tree bamboo board into a riser. Like, how many risers do you need in your house? I don't even know if I have a single one that I actually need. But anyways. And I watch videos of people turning like freaking cardboard boxes into really pretty storage solutions and display things, and I'm like, the patience and talent. Jen says she's done some minor sourcing, like buying 3 dresses at Goodwill. Haven't gone to the bins or anything. Good, better tell me if you do. For mine anyway. Going to need fabric or 59 shirts. Ooh. What kind of fabric? Let me know. I can keep an eye out. I still haven't used my fabric for the upcycle, the lounge chair upcycle / build I want to do. But I'm making progress. I've cleared the space where it will go. So, any day now. I went to the bins like 2 weeks ago. I just filmed the clothing part of that haul. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't remember. And I have like a bin, almost 2 bins full of stuff, like hard goods stuff to craft with. It's a little insane. Posh Paper Lady is my latest crafter obsession. Okay, I need to check her out. What does she do? Does she do like junk journaling and things like that? Because I do like what they do, it's just I never see the point in it for me. So my crafting, wreaths aside, I like to do or make stuff that's both pretty and also functional. Whether or not I actually use it ultimately for whatever function it has is a different question, but you know, so like junk journaling, I get why people do it, but it would just not be something I feel like I would just be creating more actual junk. You know what I mean? Like it fascinates me, but I don't think I would be doing it. But yeah, let me know what she does. Anytime you want to go, let me know. I will, I will let you know. I don't want to tempt you. But I will also let you know if I know that you're open to be tempted to go to the bin. But yeah, I like the majority, maybe not in terms of what I paid, but like the majority of my card has been hard goods lately because I've been finding really good craft stuff. Like, I don't want to find more, but then of course I'm there to look at, you know how that goes. Oh my god, one thing I'm really excited for that I found the other day. So okay, because I'm currently in more of like a creative crafty era of my life again, which is nice. That's where I like to be. I've been just getting like inspiration from all kinds of places. And the other day I was driving home with my kid after his appointment and I'm looking at all these like mailboxes on the side of the road. And I was like, oh, it would be really fun to like craft, like your typical American mailbox, which newsflash is not something we have in Germany. Like we have mailboxes, they're not the rounded thing, art-shaped things. We don't have that. So I just kind of like the look of them, and I was like, oh, it would be so fun to find a mailbox and like paint it or maybe like decoupage it, and then I don't know what I would do with it, but it would be a cool project. What do I find in the fucking bins, y'all? Mailbox. This big. She didn't wait. Well, she did weigh it because I was like, are you gonna charge me a fixed price for this or are you gonna wait? And she's like, let me wait first and see what it would add. And she's like, no, we're just gonna do $3. And I was like, cool. So I got a fucking mailbox in really good shape out of the bins that currently is still in my car because my car has become my storage unit because I'm getting so much like hard good stuff for thrifting. But I have a freaking mailbox in my trunk right now, waiting to be dealt with, alongside a whole bunch of stuff I picked up in a Buy Nothing group that we're just not going to talk about. Jen says she's easy to tempt. That's why you're here. This is the kind of company we keep. She does stuff with scrapbook paper. I will never do any of it, but it keeps my interest. Yeah, I hear that. There are a whole bunch of channels where people don't talk and they just have some background music playing and you just see, kind of what I'm doing here, just more professionally. See their hands crafting. And it's like, I think it's a lot of channels from like overseas and such. And I've been enjoying those because a lot of times I will just put them on, completely turn off the sound because they all use the same royalty-free music over and over and I'm getting tired of it. But I'll be like listening to my audiobook while I'm watching the crafting video and playing on my phone. So, it's whatever maxing, multitask maxing. I don't know. So that's what I've been doing. Minister for... Oh, you're an admin for the Buy Nothing group? Ooh, that's dangerous. Jen, I have been living in the Buy Nothing groups, and the other day somebody posted a little antique desk with all these little things in the hutch. Oh my god, it was so pretty, and I was just like, you don't have the space. You don't have the space to like restore it, paint it. You could do it at your friend's house, but then what are you going to do with it after? You're going to have to put it somewhere. You don't have the space. I had to actively talk myself out of picking it up because it was so pretty. I also, who am I kidding? You've seen my car. I drive a freaking Kia Forte. It does not hold that. So I already have a little like wicker dresser sitting at my friend's house right now because she's away for the summer and I'm watering her plants and she has a garage. And she's giving me permission to do like upcycles, like not in her workshop because it's full of stuff, but like right outside of it. And so I stashed this little wicker dresser in there that I'm going to paint and was hoping to maybe put in an antique booth if I get one, which I think I may have mentioned it in a comment on my last video. When they told me it would take about on average 6 months to get a booth, yeah, it's really like 6 months to a year. So 6 months is like on the lower end of things. So that's fun. So yeah, I don't know how soon that's gonna be, but I sure as hell should not be amassing furniture that would then hold things, because I'm not planning on selling furniture, but I'm gonna need some sort of shelving and such to hold things. So I'm trying to figure out. Excuse you, Patrick.
Sorry.
Heck, went right into my ear. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where to keep some furniture that might eventually go into the booth. What are you doing, dude? Sounded like you were chucking Nate with a shake weight.
I'm outside.
Oh, is it birds?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So yeah. Yeah, I applied for another antique booth too. They haven't even like acknowledged that they received my application. So we'll see. And then somebody I watched that does a lot of antique booth stuff. She just posted the video the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm hearing from people that the wait lists at their antique malls are like 2 to 3 years." And I was like, Jen, I applied at the antique mall here in Williamsburg. Those are the ones who told me it would be between 6 months and a year. And then there is something, and I forgot what it's called. It's like Antiques and Arts or something like that. It's relatively new in Newport News, because that's about as far as I'm willing to drive. To stock a booth and such, because I feel like if I want to do this and take it seriously, even if it's just a half booth, I want to check in on stuff like probably once a week or so, every 10 days. And yeah, I wouldn't want to drive all the way to Richmond. Sorry, no offense. That's just kind of a nightmare. I don't know. No, I feel like this. So yeah, Newport News. I can find it later and tell you what it's called. That one looks a little bit newer, and like they would be more open to like upcycles and stuff. I think the Williamsburg Antique Mall, they sent me an email saying like, okay, this is the wait list, and just FYI, no modern furniture, no modern clothing. And I was like, you might want to check the rags and some of the booths. I didn't tell them that, but like, people were definitely selling stuff that's modern and just cool. But that's besides the point. But yeah, so I think the one in Newport News, Jesus Christ, would be a little more chill about that. But anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, I actually drove to Norfolk yesterday, and it reminded me why I never drive to Norfolk. Why not? Because it took forever, and there's always freaking traffic, and there's the goddamn bridge tunnel, which is, I feel like, a word people outside of the Hampton Roads area in Virginia just don't use. Like, people don't talk about a bridge tunnel. Most people don't. They're like, what the fuck is a bridge tunnel? We're like, a nightmare is what it is. So anyway, but yeah. I feel like something needs to go here, but this is like too big.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Took you a minute there, but you got there. Can I like bend this a little bit? That's also what she said. Pop that there. It's not gonna look good. I'm overthinking my craft, you guys. I think I need to put this aside and move on to a different one. What I also will need is a ribbon to hang it up. I think this one would be the closest. So we're gonna add that. I might add more later. But just to have something to show for. What is a jelly ribbon anyways? It says jelly ribbon. Ruban en silicone, Jen? Pronunciation help?
Be back.
Funny, because, okay, Patrick's bored with my craft talk. Some of the crafting videos I watched... Patrick, did you get a haircut again? I think you did. I don't know what UDS stands for. I forgot what he named himself. What was I saying? Oh, I watched some crafting videos in Espanol, because I'm still trying very casually to learn Spanish, and learned useful words like how to say hot glue, which is, hold on, silicon caliente, I think. So I didn't know that glue is just silicone. I'm probably mispronouncing that. If you're watching and you're a Spanish speaker, I'm so sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know why this is a jelly ribbon. It does not feel like jelly. And these scissors suck. My fabric scissors for actual fabric. Suck. We're also not going to do is put a freaking bow on this wreath. You know, everybody loves to put bows on their wreaths, and I'm like, This is going to be... I'm going to go with an understated wreath. That's just going to go on my front door, probably. Because I have seasonal ones. I don't have one for summer. And I'm not making like a patriotic one. You know me. You know that's not really my jam. Okay, that's kind of cute. I like it when it's like locked on the side. What do we think? Ta-da! You're going too slow. What are you, punk? What? Am I getting trolled, guys? Am I getting trolled in the chat on my own damn live? Do I have to get on YouTube and kick people out? I can go 100 times faster, you peasant. Aww! Well, good for you. Keep watching. I get paid if you do. Boop! Alright, we got that one. That's super fun. I'm gonna work with one of these. This one, not fully. Thanks, Jen. I was gonna kick him out in a second. As long as nobody calls me a slur, we can go ahead and be trolly. Okay, I'm gonna do something with the frame. Did I unplug this? Clearly not everybody knows that we're kind of chill on a Friday night. Like, why would I rush my crap, you know? Why would I do that? I'm just having a good time hanging with my friends. Oh, Georgie. You know you can curse people out for real on my channel, right? I don't get trolls often, so unless they come in with something really like completely out of pocket rude, you know, inappropriate, I'm just like, oh, that's cute. You're bored in your mom's basement and you found my YouTube. Does that mean I made it? Alright, I had to reassemble this one. I'm gonna put her to the side. Now what I want to do with these frames, and this one is so basic, like I'm basically just gonna put stuff on it. Actually was thinking maybe I'll do some air dried clay on this one, but I think I moved my molds out of the way. So I don't know where they are, so I might need to put this aside for a later time and do something with these cuties. What I also could use, maybe not to use on a live, but just in my life in general, would be one of these like little miniature desk vacuums. Like I have a handheld vacuum, but not one of those teeny tiny craft vacuums. They're fun if they work. If they don't, then less fun. Not a necessity, but you know. And also I want one of these little irons, like the cricket irons. I don't know what they cost though. Anyway, I'm doing this new thing, cursing people in child lingo. It's funny and really triggers them. I love that. Aww. I wish I could do a good British accent to say "Go away, you big smelly meanie." but I can't, and I don't want to insult you, Georgie. Okay, I have a vision for this one with one of the fabric / shorts that will be turned into fabric that I thrifted lately. Y'all, this is my big bag of thrifted fabrics and things that shall be used for crafting. And I have a specific one in mind, and I'm hoping I can find it so I don't have to pull everything out. Sorry if my camera's shaking. Sorry if that triggers anyone. Probably at the very bottom. Because that's usually what happens, right? I'm looking for a light yellow. Frickin'. Oh, I forgot I tossed these here. That's helpful. ADHD. I'm looking for a light yellow lace number. That's what I'm looking for, and I have to pull stuff out. That's what she said. Or that's what he said, rather. I have to pull out all the fabrics to find what I'm looking for. Womp womp. And some of them are just unraveling on themselves. That's cool. Oh my gosh, if I can't find the thing I have in mind, I'm gonna be annoyed. I think it might be at the very bottom. Yeah, is it that one? Yes. Alright. This number. Just a little Forever 21 top that nobody will be sad about. It looks lighter on camera, but it's actually, oh here. It's actually like a very nice light yellow. Let me switch to some other music. Whoops. Where'd my chat go? Alright. Georgie, have you been having a lot of trolls lately? Because I know for some reason they love you. Must be because you're so fabulous. Alright, this one. What I want to do is like a little, almost like a pocket situation where I cover the bottom half with this lace fabric. Ooh, Patrick's back.
My God.
Word.
On. Hey, did you get a haircut, Patrick? Like,
I did.
again? I know you got one a little while ago, but is that still the same haircut, or did you get a new one?
I mean, I got one back in March, and I got one like last week.
Okay, so this is one from last week then. I need to keep up with your haircut, clearly. Anyway, so this is the idea.
I mean, sure.
Kidding. Hey, you missed the troll that came in.
I mean, I got. Oh.
Are we delayed? Are you and I delayed?
No, I'm just, I'm doing my thing.
Okay. Well, there was a troll telling me to go faster, which is a weird thing to say to somebody who's just chilling and crafting, but hey. Maybe they got confused about what this is. You know what? I'm not going to be super specific with this for now. Really need my fabric scissors! This is annoying.
Let's see.
That's kind of the problem when you constantly bring more into your house. Other stuff gets
2013.
buried.
January 2015.
No more than usual. Most of my own making. I like to send insult facts. I really get emotional about being proven wrong. Aww. My gosh, I really try not to engage in the comments, not necessarily on my YouTube, because like I said, I don't get trolled a lot. I'm not, important enough. Oh my God, Kami! I yelled. I hope I didn't wake the baby. Did y'all know Kami had a baby? Like a whole baby. A whole person. Like 6-ish months ago, I feel like. Something like that. Kami, let us know how old your little sweet bundle of joy is and how they're doing. I forgot if it's a girl or a boy. Sorry, I'm a bad friend. But good to see you. Oh my goodness. Been a minute. It's almost like she's been busy having a child. what was I gonna say? Oh, to Georgie's point. I try to really stay out of the comments and like not engage with the idiot on the internet. But man, sometimes it's hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kami, we're crafting. Well, I'm crafting tonight. Patrick is listing and providing colorful commentary, and I'm crafting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what's up here. As I'm planning on, or I will actually. Basically, I'm already in the process of merging what used to be my second craft channel. It's still out there, but I didn't really do much on it because my life kind of got messed up right when I was starting that. That sounded dramatic, not like that, but like, anyways, there were reasons why I started and then stopped posting on the craft channel. But the plan is to kind of merge these two channels into one and do both reselling and crafting and upcycling and fun stuff like that on here. So that's what I'm doing today, because the crafting relaxes me and keeps me from going off on people. So does my medication, but you know, can always double up. 4.5 months old, baby boy. He's a good sleeper. Oh my god. I'm so glad from a mom who still doesn't have a good sleeper, and he's almost 10. I mean, he sleeps now. It's just, oh my god, he hates to go to sleep. Anyway, good sleeper. Congratulations, like double congratulations on that. That is so good to have. All right. Hi, Patrick. Look what glue I have.
Hold on. Where are we at?
I'm over here.
Tight bond?
Below.
Tight.
Oh my god, here. Let me
Oh.
hold it here. Oh.
Tight bond, quick and thick,
Yeah.
multi-surface glue, precise.
Control, no run. I think I might use this instead of the hot glue for this project. How quickly does it dry? I've actually not used this. Apply glue to a surface, press together or clamp for a minimum of 15 minutes. Never mind, we're going to use hot glue. Or we're going to use both. That's what the crafters do. They use like 2 different types of glue. One for the quick adhesion, and then one for the long-term hold. See, I learned things on the craft video. Actually, I haven't used this yet, so I'm gonna need to like poke this. Oh, I thought my cat was gonna join us, but nope, she's being antisocial somewhere. I love it quick and thick, Jen. That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Quick and thick. That's right.
Listen, we don't have time to waste anymore. We're in our 40s. It's like you gotta, you know, be quick with it.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. I mean,
Right? Yeah, sure. George said 10 beat him by 5 seconds. I love that we're all thinking the same things. Anyway,
you know, I mean, if you want. If you're doing the In-N-Out burger, I mean, I guess I understand you want to, you know, get it quick. But I mean, if you're going to sit down at a buffet and eat all day, then, you know, I enjoy that.
Sure, yeah. Listen, somebody's going to...
You wanted a craft channel. You wanted me to be halfway decent.
If somebody's going to want to sit down at the buffet and eat all day, they sure can. We don't mind that. We got time for that. Jen's like, I got shit to do. I know. And it's also like, especially, you know... To stick with the metaphor, if you're taking me out for look at this glue. Oh, you can't see this is off camera. My glue is being nasty. Anyway,
I like to sit down at the buffet, enjoy all day, if you know what I mean.
Good for you. All right.
I mean, I am, after all.
Don't say it, Patrick. I'm gonna get them monetized.
I mean, I do work in audio, so I do have mouth exercises.
Oral training.
There we go, oral training. God damn it, Dad, fucking figure it out.
Listen, I was a language major, so this is where I come in and can be useful. Oh, it's crooked. Sorry. Well, I cursed earlier. We're fine. It needs to be centered. I mean, it doesn't need to be anything, but again, beauty of hot glue. So I've had a freaking week at my day job, which I very much love. But man, sometimes it sucks to be like the person in charge of certain things, like that needs to be on, like answering the phone and taking care of stuff. Like sometimes that's really not fun. And I'm like, can somebody else? Nope, nobody else can do this. I need to. Ow! Why do I keep doing this? Watch me put a freaking cap thing on my other finger and then use the finger that doesn't have it on. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, one big part of my job is to send students on international trips, specifically to Germany. And so this is our travel season. And when shit goes sideways at the airport, for example, I get the phone call. And then I have to figure stuff out. And then I have to figure out how people get to where they need to be going and who's going to pay for it. And yeah, it's super duper fun. And it's not just like one or two people. No, these are like groups of students with a chaperone. And then, you know, when there's a storm coming through Chicago, and Chicago grounds all flights all of a sudden, and people can't get into Chicago, which is where they need to go to then get on a flight to Germany, I get to be on the phone all day. And I'm not saying all day, 9 to 5, all day. Like, I was on call, on the phone, coordinating, trying to be as helpful as I can be, which, let's face it, at some point, there's only so much I can do. You know, at some point, you can only tell people, okay, you have to talk to the personnel at the airport and get rebooked, and here's what we can do, but also here's what the airline needs to do. Anyway, so there was a whole lot of that, and it's just not fun when it's about a group of students who are minors, and all of a sudden they're like not stranded, but their travel is interrupted in some fashion, and like their adult supervisor can't get to them. It was just a whole thing. Let me just put it that way. And it was not fun, and I was very exhausted. So taking my kid to the carnival yesterday and being off of work today was very much needed. So yeah. And now we're crafting.
Well, I did a city hall meeting again on Monday.
Wait, is that the one you sent me, or was that the initial one?
No, this is the new one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, okay. So Monday, I got up, went to work. After going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, got up, went to work, got home, did a city hall meeting, got home from city hall, did my show. Again, 3 o'clock in the morning. Got up Tuesday morning, went to court. So yeah, it's been
Patrick's had a week too, is what he's saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in great Patrick Murphy tradition, I did drop the Domino's commercial both at the city hall as well as the court.
Is that in the video?
Yeah, that's the 30-second
Beautiful.
thing that I sent you there.
I want to see the whole thing.
It wasn't a speech. Honestly, it was a one-pager. It was actual. I got up there. It was like, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Pride." So I got that in there.
Love it.
And then I was like, "I've got 2 questions and 1 advert," and then I proceeded to ask my questions. At least I warned them.
Yep. Did you get some chuckles?
The advert. Yeah, I got a couple.
Good. Love it. Ow.
So.
I keep doing this. I suck. Okay.
And as Nate pointed out last night, there's actually a transcript of it.
I love cool. That. Oh my god. See, I might also need to just watch what I missed on the Beardos last night. That was the one downside. I was like, oh, I'm gonna actually have plans on a Thursday evening when the theaters are on. They were good plans, but nevertheless. About to space. Yeah, we haven't checked in all week because every time you texted me, I was like, I'm in the middle of a crisis! It was literally like clockwork. I think you texted me Monday when I was dealing with a crisis, and then you texted me Wednesday, and I was like, I have another crisis! So, that was fun.
Fun times do we have by all. Hey, do you want... I got a couple shirts. I was
Nope.
going to either donate if you didn't want
Donate.
them. You don't want them? Okay.
Patrick has too much
All
shit. I just got rid of a bunch of my shirts. I just offered you shirts, so I don't need shirts. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I need to cleanse.
They are going to the donate bin.
Alright, not as tight as I want. Oh, you know what? I can make this wider. Haha! This is the freaking embroidery hoop.
Let's see, it's going to be 12 and a half.
Buddy. Okay. Oh, that doesn't do much. I need to add some glue up here to keep it in place. You guys cannot see what I'm doing. I'm figuring out a good spot for this hoop to sit, and I'm gonna try to kind of glue it in place here where you would normally adjust it. Not the most elegant thing to do, but I don't have a washer for it. Oh, I learned a new word the other day at the bins, as Patrick already knows, but will have forgotten about by now. I did not know that badminton balls are called shuttlecock. Nobody told me this, and I feel like that was important information for me to have, okay? So I found some vintage
What was it called again?
Huh?
What was it called again?
Shuttlecocks.
Okay, no, I didn't know that either.
See? Chuck was all like, I've been giggling about this since I was 12, and I'm like, well, I wasn't in the United States when I was 12, so somebody should have told me, because that's freaking hilarious. The reason I found out is because I found like 3 containers, one's empty though, like 3 vintage containers of shuttlecock, which rolls right off the tongue, at the bins. And of course I picked them up. They're not worth anything, but I figured I can maybe either turn them into a cool craft or something, naturally, and also just for the lulz. Shuttlecock, yeah. And then today at the Dollar Tree, I saw that they have badminton rackets. That's what they're called, right? Rackets. And I picked. At first, I was just going to pick up one to then do like a whole decorative thing with those shuttlecock containers. It gets funnier the more I say it. I love it. Anyway, and then I was like, oh, I should pick up 2 more so my kid and I can play, because when I was little... Georgie, I'm just going to put that up here. When I was little, badminton was one of the few things I was actually into, because I was not a sporty child, and I'm still not a sporty person. And we didn't have a net or anything. We would just go out in the backyard and just, you know, throw them back and forth, hit them back and forth, whatever the word is. But I was like, that's kind of like, that's a very like accessible sport, quote unquote sport. It's really not a sport because you just stand around and hit the thing. It's not like tennis where you run around a lot. At least we didn't. But I was like, maybe I can get my kid into that, because there's like low risk of injury. He might enjoy that. So anyway, I got 3 badminton racks from the Dollar Tree. What the Dollar Tree didn't have, much to my chagrin, was, you guessed it, shuttlecock. So I can use the vintage ones, or I can just get some for like $4 at Walmart. But how do you sell badminton rackets and no shuttlecock with it? And I didn't want to ask. So I was like, I'm not gonna ask the Dollar Tree employee where the shuttlecocks are. In hindsight, though, I probably should have. Anyways, they didn't have any, and I checked additional aisles where they have like, you know, kids' toys and outdoor things. But yeah, good old Dollar Tree. badminton racket for $1.50. I will say the whole like mixed pricing at the Dollar Tree. I was on board when they did $1.25 and then they had $3 and $5 things. Now some things are $1.50, some are $1.75. It gets very confusing. And they do have a little scanner thing where you can check the price. But anyway. Shuttlecocks are a problematic cock. If anything, they are the cock that keeps cocking. Taught alternative school and we taught the kids to play badminton, and the correct terminology must be called a birdie. Okay. I thought a birdie was like a sports term for like a foul or something. I don't.
Yeah, a birdie. That does sound familiar.
I'm not a sports person, so y'all don't come at me.
It can also be called it. Yeah, that's what I remember. A birdie. I never called it. I heard it cuddlecock.
Cuddle.
That's right. I'm looking for your finest cuddlecock.
Cuttle.
Shuttle or cuttle?
Cuttle. Jen put it in the chat, my guy. Cuddlecock.
I'm not.
SHUT, like a bus.
Oh,
shuttle.
shuttlecock.
Like a bus shuttle.
I'm looking for your finest shuttlecocks. That's right. I need to shuttle my cocks to other location.
To other location? Beautiful sentence structure. Okay, I'm gonna climb on my chair. If I fall, call 911. Look at this. Y'all get a free booty shot.
Hell yeah, we do. I don't even have the... I don't even have the thing up. What?
Trying to figure out which flowers I want to put in here. Thinking of pink. I'm thinking of pink. Yeah. That's the one. And then maybe some greenery to go with it. Potentially. Yep, these two fall down. Alright. I think that's good. Oh, I have some lavender. Fake lavender up here. Ugh. Please, come up. Come on, wherever you are. Alright, yeah, this I can work with. I could do one in pink and one in purple. I have two of them. Actually, I have more than two of them somewhere. Alright, old lady. So the nice thing... Oh yeah, I'm ironically wearing my baby fat shirt I thrifted. The nice thing about the... What was I going to say? Oh, about this carnival. Birdie in golf is when you finish a hole one under par. I'm guessing it's good. Anyway, the nice thing about this carnival that we went to yesterday was that the rides on there did not make me as nauseous as the ones that we usually, like the festival we usually go to in the spring. Those rides, like one or two of them, make me really nauseous, and I can only do it like once or twice. Yesterday, they weren't as bad in that department. However, they were a lot more like bumpy, and like you got pushed into like the backs and sides of things. And man, when I tell you I'm bruised today, I'm not joking. I'm achy and I'm bruised. And my child's fine, mostly because, you know, he would sit next to me and be chilling there. So, anyway, here's my question. And I should have thought about this sooner. Should I put this all the way around to create an actual pocket? I feel like maybe I should have.
All right, I am gonna hop because I am hungry.
Patrick is bored with me, is what he's saying.
No, I'm hungry.
Well, what are you eating though? Tell us at least what you're gonna be eating.
I'm actually thinking about going to the Dollar Tree and getting some of those chips, as well as they have the what is it, Merchan?
Maruchan?
They have the Maruchan. They have like a cheddar cheese one.
Oh yeah, that's what. Hey, Patrick. You know what? I'm not gonna send you on a mission to find the candy I like because I feel like it's a one-off and like only $1 or $2 Dollar Trees have it. But yeah. Anyway, it's like a yellow, it's a yellow country time packaging. I do have a picture of it somewhere, and they're like twisty rope things. There's, I mean, I'm sure there's like other like gummy bear related candy that does the same thing, but these are good. Let me see if I can find a picture. I'll send it to you. If you can find them,
just send it to me.
Buy all of them and send them to me. I'll pay for it, obviously.
Cool. All right, remember everybody, be good not only to each other, but most importantly, hey, you be good to that person staring back at you every single day in the mirror. Ow.
Bye, Patrick. And off he goes. Oh, see, this is not good now. Boop. All right. Oh, not me holding my phone so you all can see my goddamn passcode and everything. Never mind. I'm just trying to find a picture of the candy I like. Actually, I did send it to Nate the other day, so maybe I'll just pull it out of my Instagram. Y'all ever do this when you can find a picture? Oh, Jen, thank you. This Patrick. Oh. Yes, everybody, I will show you. How do I save? Jen, I can just forward it to you on your old Instagram. You should be higher in my like recent people. Bing. And let me send that to Patrick. Send. Let me know if you get the picture. Oh, Jen, I picked up a hat. And I don't know why. But if you want it and you want to sell it, let me know. It'll be in my next video. I can also grab it in a minute here. But I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes you just black out at the bins a little bit, and then you come home and you're like, what did I pick up this hat? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I just kind of want a few stems behind this. And it'll just be a very nice little spring number all year round. The funny thing about watching the crafty channels is also, first of all, I a lot of times will watch them at a faster speed, but also obviously they're, you know, the editing and cutting and such. And I think even though I know things take time, my subconscious expectation is always that certain crafts go by a lot faster, like that Crowley gentleman implied earlier too. And they just don't. Okay, I don't think this is meant to be a wire cutter, so let's maybe not use it. Just come up in the middle. Oh, Georgie, I have a question for you because you and I are always on the same wavelength with shows we like or used to watch or whatever. I started, and I know it's an old show, so nobody come at me, but I started watching 6 Feet Under. And I love it, naturally, because it's a show that's kind of like right up my alley. But yeah, I was wondering if you ever watched it. It's on HBO. Also, these guys, I wish these just split off. I could use them for something else, but I can twist them off. Anyway, 6 Feet Under, I'm really enjoying it. And it's funny because around the same time, maybe a little bit later, Dead Like Me came out, and I was obsessed with that show. Still love it so much. So I feel like there's a lot of like overlap in tone and such between the two. I'm like, why did I never check out 6 Feet Under? I feel like it's a show that was always kind of recommended to me when I would look into like, oh, if you like shows like this, you might like shows like blah blah blah. I feel like it definitely was recommended to me, and I don't know why I never watched it. Maybe because I didn't have HBO access. But now I do. The Jackson Roy Kirk. Hello, buddy. See, I told you I was gonna go live again soon. Even though I couldn't make any promises. I'm crafting today, in case you're wondering what the hell is going on. And you just missed Patrick. He went to the Dollar Tree to get food. Did a very long time ago. I remember the finale made me sob for hours. That's so. Don't spoil it for me. I know it's a show that's 25 years old, but there was a thread somewhere. Jesus, this just came down, and this tag just freaking startled me. I just saw something brightly colored in the corner of my eye. Anyway, there was a thread on Facebook that I came across, which was basically like, oh, what's the best season finale of any show ever? And so many people were saying 6 Feet Under. And here's the thing, I feel like a lot of time we only hear about finales that suck, you know, you got your Lost, and you got your Game of Thrones, which I never watched, and you got your How I Met Your Mother, and blah, 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 blah. But because I was sitting there, I was like, what was a good finale that I thought was memorable and really good? And I feel like the good finales I don't remember from the shows I like. It's like the bad ones that you remember. Anyway, so many people said 6 Feet Under. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that show. I might need to watch this. Okay, this is just freaking creeping me out right here. I don't know why. Ah! Footage needs to go. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm actually, I don't know how Americans say his last name. Peter Krause. I would say Krause because I'm German and it's a German-ass name. But he was in Parenthood and a whole bunch of other shows, and I really like him as an actor. I like seeing him and stuff. I actually ended up Googling today because that's what I do these days. And I was like, is he problematic in any way? Do we not like him? I don't think he is. Like, I don't think he's outspoken either way, but you kind of want to do a cursory thing before you're like, oh, I really like this. Anyway, I mean, you don't need to, but you could. All right, I think if I just glue these to the lace, that might work. Okay, y'all, I need to think. Because I could glue them on something and then just glue that to... I don't know if the lace is going to hold it up. But I also don't really want anything to be visible. Decisions. You know we're going to double up with hot glue and Tide Bond. That's what we're going to do. 100% the best finale ever. It's kind of perfect. It will install it too good. Thank you! Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of shows that had a very satisfactory finale. There are definitely shows that I really enjoy. Okay, I think... I don't remember all the details, but I remember certain moments in the Eureka finale where I was like, nice. Like, if you watched Eureka, you probably know which one I'm referring to. So there's that. Like, there were certain moments there where I thought, okay, yeah, you did a good job at that. But yeah, a lot of other shows that I really enjoyed too. I'm like, I don't know what finale. Don't ask me. I don't remember what Georgie. What happened in the Being Erica? You know what? Don't tell me what happened in the Being Erica. Oh, I think I remember vaguely. Because I feel like I remember you and I talked about Being Erica before, and you're like the only other person I know who's watched it. That's a show I need to rewatch. There are a bunch of like Canadian shows that I really enjoyed. Orphan Black, fantastic. Need to rewatch because don't actually know everything that happened anymore, or don't remember everything anymore. Oh, what if I use one of these guys and glue that onto the back? Oh, I think I might do that. There's these leftover scrappy scraps. Just brighten them up a little bit. Do that. See? It does have good ideas sometimes. Okay, I need to make sure I still have my fan blowing at me, but also not have it blow the lace away. I could never be one of those big time crafting channels. They're so good with what they're doing, even if it's not always my taste level or style or whatever, but they're just like, knock out these videos. I'm just like, how do you have time? Because stuff takes time, you know? Like, you're waiting for stuff to dry all the time, and you need for things to set up right. I don't know. I guess if it's your full-time job to be a creator on YouTube with crafty stuff, then that's anyway. Worry how this is gonna look. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna try to glue these on first before any big decision. I know, being Erica is so good. I love that. Okay, I will say for 6 feet. Here's the problem: when you watch a show that's 25 years old, and you're watching it for the first time, and you have all the thoughts, there's nobody really around, unless you find people who are currently watching it too. There's nobody around who you can commiserate with, because my god, the Brenda character, like Nate's love interest on 6 Feet Under. I'm in season 2, by the way. Maybe I think I just started season 3. But yeah, I find her so insufferable. She's so annoying. So anyway, that's my complaint. I watch Crafter. They make gothic versions of Polly Pockets. I love that. Yeah, I follow, like, I think it's called Altered Moments. I think we talked about it the other day on the Beardos, where people just make all kinds of different versions of Precious Moments. I picked up a fairy garden the other day. It's like a pink plasticky thing. Which, do I fully know what a fairy garden is and does? No, but it was free, and I was like, I can paint this and make this a little less children's toy and a little bit more like mystical fairy stuff. Don't know if that's gonna work out or not, but hey, I'm gonna try. But yeah, this is what I mean when I say I have a whole bunch of random crap in my car, because it's free. And the thing with like something like that is I usually wait a little bit, and if nobody is like, oh my god, my daughter would love this, I'm like, yeah, sure, let me put my name in for it, you know? And then I do, and then I end up with the car full of crap. Right. Don't know if this needs this or not. Actually, probably should wait. Let me switch to movie. The music again. Could be a bad movie. What is it? Yeah, it's fine. At some point I need to update the music in here. Alright. Oh, you know what I didn't think through? That I have to attach these at the top as well. Probably. Well, I might have to pull it. But yeah, it's probably better if I attach them at the top too. So Jackson Roykirk, how have you been? And have you figured out what to do with your wood yet? I think you actually sent me a comment on that, and I forgot what you said. Sorry. Me, very forgetful, especially this week with all the shenanigans I had to deal with. Ay, ay, ay. Really hope this dries clear. I believe it does. Oh no! Hold on. Gotta shuffle my headphones around again so I don't have feedback. That was fun while it lasted. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, I watch a bunch of people who make like whimsy goth stuff. I don't find as many videos on it as I would like, or it's people who are like full on witchy, you know, who will give you a whole freaking, I don't know, bell or something at the beginning of the video, which that's fine if that's your jam. It's just like, I'm like, I'm just here for the aesthetics, you know? That's what I'm here for. Which you wouldn't think based on what I'm doing here, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do something more delicate and springy, even though it's June and it's stupid hot outside. This is how I dissociate. You guys do you. Maybe I can take this footage and speed it up later and toss it in a video. Oh, make a cell phone holder. The weather has been bad here, so no going out to the workshop. Just too hot and wet. Yeah, I hear that. Also, that's what she said. Yeah, like our little outing to the carnival yesterday. It was like the hottest day of the week, but we didn't go until the evening, so it was okay for that. But yeah, we were pretty. Now you've got me checking videos on using scrap jewelry and craft. Oh my god, Jen, if you ever want to like put together a scrap jewelry lot for me and I buy it from you, because I actually have ideas for that. And I'm sure there are lots of videos out there. But kind of like what I'm doing with the flowers right now, I feel like if you have, especially if you have small frames, you put like lace or like a what's the fabric called? Like the grid type, you know, like more of a mesh sort of thing. You put that in the back of a small picture frame, zhuzh up the frame however you like, and then put like a brooch or something in the center as a decorative piece. Like that's something I would like to do. I just don't really find cheap jewelry or like, you know, craft jewelry and such in my area for some reason. I mean, I also don't look for it a lot, but yeah, if you want to ever get together and have me digging through your scraps and then you give me a price and I will likely pay it, we can help each other out. Because that might be something I would like to do, and that's something oh yeah, I think I meant to talk about this earlier. I'm not actively looking into, but I'm thinking if this is something I want to do on a more regular basis, and you know, whether or not the antique booth will work out eventually, this is also something where I'm like, I think I need to get on Etsy if I want to sell handmade things and like upcycle things. And I've been hesitant to get on Etsy because most of all because I don't have a lot of vintage and such, and I didn't have a lot of like Etsy appropriate things, even though Etsy seems to be full of like print on demand stuff. What the aside from public. Anyway, but yeah, so I might need to get on I might want to get on Etsy to sell some of my crafty things. Obviously, I have to work on like my technique and stuff. Like this is not something I would sell in this fashion, although it's coming out quite nice as long as you can not see the whole process it took after. Ow. Every time I do have the freaking finger cover things right here, and yet I keep putting my fingers in the hot glue. But yeah, so I'm thinking I might need to just bite the bullet and figure out Etsy and all their stupid fees, and maybe get on there. Just because that would be the easiest. Like I'm not gonna start and make my own Shopify site, you know. Maybe if I had a bigger following, but not today. So yeah. But oh yeah, what I was gonna say is like something like that with jewelry, especially if it's like a small frame, a small picture frame, which I find all the time, and which are also quite frankly, you buy them at the Dollar Tree, you can easily zhuzh them up to look really nice. Like obviously the intention would be to make them not look like something from the Dollar Tree, but that's doable. I can do that. Those would be easy to ship. That's what I was going to say. Because that's the thing. Like that's the whole reason why I don't sell hard goods outside of the fact that I don't have the space to store it all. Is that I don't want to ship it. So I feel like with a wreath, I would need like flat boxes, which there are some flat Amazon boxes, which would be nice for that. I just got rid of a bunch, but hey, whatever. Those are easy to come by. But yeah, I wouldn't want to ship anything huge. So like small picture frames. Like I don't want to ship anything huge, and I don't want to ship anything that breaks easily. I know how to pack things, but once again, I just don't want to spend a lot of time packing things, especially if it's handmade stuff that I'm already spending time, or like upcycled stuff that I'm already spending time doing. Even though I enjoy this, you know, it's like time you invest in a piece if it only then sells for like $2 and you have to go through all the agony of shipping it. And that may not be worth your time. Blah. Okay, so you can kind of see that it's doubled up there, but it's fine. Now I need to figure out if this Tide font actually dries clear. I think it's supposed to. Dries clear, paintable, good. Right now I can see the glue through here. I don't know if you can. I bet you have a ton because you keep getting those boxes. Oh, I forgot one. Y'all distracted. Where did my little... Oh, goodness. By the way, Jen, a couple weeks ago I was trying to get one of those jewelry boxes. It's like a competitive sport. Like, I got so far as to add one to my cart, and then by the time I was ready, or like in the 2 seconds it took me to hit checkout and submit order with all my information put in those 2 seconds it was gone. So I was like, okay, I guess you're not getting into jewelry anytime soon. So there's that. Alright, we're not going for perfection here. To anyone who's popping in because they think I'm a professional crafter, I'm not. I'm just having a good time. Alright! This is kind of pretty. I mean, it's, you know, nothing outrageously creative. But like I said, I like a maximalist effect on things that are actually very easy to create, make, and not overwhelm the eye. We now observe Veronika as she's very focused on hot gluing branches to her frame. Well, not sick. Not surprised. I have a feeling the lady on Bolo Buddies is buying them faster than we can blink. Really? What's her name? I forgot her name. I haven't watched her in a hot minute. I know she was buying boxes of jewelry, but, you know, why wouldn't she? It's just, you know, yeah. I think it's just literally a matter of how fast is your internet connection. Like a split second and they're gone. What I'm wondering is, like, how do you buy multiple at once? Because by the time I add one to my cart, it's gone. Anyways. And, like, I would be there refreshing the page until the second it goes live. Like, I did that once or twice. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. Oh, Courtney, that's all she was on. Oh, okay. Well, good for her. I mean, right, that's good. Courtney, everybody's selling on Whatnot. And I know there is a market for crafty things on Whatnot too. Like, some people I follow sell their stuff on Whatnot. I just don't want to. I mean, maybe I will go back to listing stuff on Whatnot. I did for a second, just like to their marketplace, not to do the live shows. That just does not work for my life. But yeah, maybe I can list some upcycled things there. Have my payment info entered on shopping. Same, me too, Jen, but still, you know. Still couldn't get it. That's okay. I have a feeling that would be another box I would buy, get a little excited about, and then be overwhelmed with doing the research on it and like photographing and pricing everything. I still have a freaking box of Legos. Like a 5-pound box of Legos. I bought back when I was living in New Jersey. That was in 2022, 2023. So I got as far as putting all the minifigures in a bag. And like some of the other stuff kind of sorting through as much as I could figure out, because I think it was like a lot of parts to like some sort of Star Wars thing. But I could never figure out what exactly it was. I'm pretty sure not all the parts were there, and I didn't want to deal with it. So I have a box of Legos sitting around. With that one, I'm not as bothered by it, because if my kid ever re-enters a Lego phase, he will have a lot of blocks to play with. But yeah, It is sitting around. All right. Ta-da! Probably see it better here. Look at her. She's kind of pretty. I like her. She's not much. Okay, this one I feel like it might need a bow. I know what I said about bows earlier, but maybe it does. I'm not sure if I have a good color for a bow though. Didn't I have more than these? I mean, this one would be okay again. Yeah, I feel like it needs something here. But I don't have a good color for a bow that would go with it. This is too harsh. I do have this one, but I feel like this would then go better with the lavender. Or maybe this one with this, and then this one with the other one that I'm going to do lavender. So many big decisions here. With this one, but that I feel like is too much. One with the lavender, maybe? TBD on the boat. Yeah, I feel like it needs something here. I feel like this is where the crafty girlies would put like a little welcome or home or bless thing, and I'm just not vibing with those signs. But I can't decide if it's too much lace in front. You know what I mean? But maybe I'll just let it sit for a bit and then come back to it later, / tomorrow, and figure out if it needs more. But I kind of like it. The way it is. It'll come to me. Alright. For the other one, thinking lavender and a different lace. So I have some pink lacy stuff. I have a light blue. Might do the light blue actually. This is going to be shown in my next video that I already filmed but haven't edited yet. So that would be fun if I can actually make something tonight. I can show in that video when I talk about using this stuff. And be like, oh, look what I made. Oh, hi, Missy. My kitty cat just emerged from her spot under the couch. Where am I still at? Yeah, we'll be good. Alright. We need to chop this thing up. Sorry, Jessica Simpson. I need my steam ripper and I don't... maybe I do have it over here. Nope. Oh, possibly in here. Don't mind me, looking for stuff. Ha! An A seam ripper. Hi, Nyla. You good? He's like, why are you moving all your crafty stuff around and confusing me? And bringing... No, don't eat that. That's plastic. It's not real grass. I'm a cat mom, yeah? No, you... Here, let me see. Can I show you her? I can try. Hold on. Say hi, Nyla. He's like, what do you want, human? Yes, this is my pile of crap going. But look at my pretty kitty cat. Everybody say hi to Nyla and tell her how pretty she is. He doesn't let me pet her yet, but she sure is cute. Oh yeah, and that stuff over there. That is a bin full of crap I thrifted. And there's another one over here that I still have to show you. So we're not gonna look at that. We're just gonna look at the kitty cat. Hi, sleepy girl. You good? Yes, I made that. Don't eat it. It has glue all over, Nyla. Don't eat it. This is not for you to eat. No. It's girlfriend. It's plastic. Don't eat it. She's exploring now. Alright, that's Miss Nyla for you. NYLA, but yes. Eat your food. Okay, she's very skittish, which is cute. And she's hanging out with me now, for as long as she likes anyways. Like, feed me human and don't get on my nerves. So I should probably unplug this while I'm doing things. Okay. Part of this. I might have. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. These are the same. Sorry, y'all. I'm just thinking out loud. All right. For some reason, this feels just longer. Oh. We're gonna cut some shit off. See, this is now gonna take some time to steam rip this stuff. Fun time. All right, somebody tell me a story while I'm steam ripping a Jessica Simpson nursing thing. I'm trying to preserve the lake. You know, not just chop it up. I'm trying to keep this part intact. Y'all, why am I doing this to myself? Anyway, steam ripping with V. Doesn't have the same ring as the T with V. But here we are. Always abandon this mission and different one, but still need to see if it's actually gonna look once it's set. Gotta keep them separated. Oh. Okay, we're not just gonna rip it willy-nilly because it's lace and it's delicate. Rip it low willy-nilly anyway. Yeah, Miss Kitty Cat over here. We've had her for a little over 2 months now. Sometimes the cat distribution system finds you when you weren't quite yet ready to get a cat. And you were kind of like gonna wait till later in the summer. But then somebody in a Facebook group was like, hey, we need to unfortunately rehome our cat. And she's very sweet, but very skittish. And she just needs to go to a quieter home because we have too many kids in our house. That's not exactly what that's. And I was like, she is cute. So we got ourselves in line, basically. And then she was picked up and returned. I think 2 different families before us. Just breaks my heart all over because she had already been like skittish and like not very trusting of adults, not adults, humans in general, but probably more so adults. And so her then having to go back and forth between like her home that she knows to a new family, then go back to her old family, who in the meantime moved, which was part of the reason why they wanted to rehome her at that point. To then go to a new family, be returned again, like that's a lot for a cat. Could be a lot for a human too. So, yeah, so we adopted her because I was like, well, I told my kid too, I was like, she may not be exactly what we had in mind in terms of like being super snuggly and super cuddly and all of that. But I think this one needs us. This is our cat, and if we adopt her, that's gonna be our cat. And we're not just gonna bring her back. And we love her, and we both wish she was snuggly and affectionate, but she's not. She might be in the future. She's already made a lot of progress in terms of coming out of hiding spots, hanging out with us and near us, and kind of like doing all the things to show us that she trusts us, but not letting us pet her. Like she'll flinch at hands, even gently coming at her, which tells me she probably has had some very, very bad experiences. And that makes me sad for her. So, have a good dinner, Jackson Worker. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all, I may need to just cut this short because this whole steam ripping situation is gonna take a while. And I don't think that's very interesting for you guys to watch. but I'm almost through with this part. Is it going to be as annoying at the bottom too? Probably. That's what she said. Anyways, in case you did, oh god, this has an additional attachment here. God damn it, Jessica Simpson, why? Can you make your garments with less care? Well, not you personally, whoever put this together in a sweatshop, probably. Anyway, yeah, so I'm a cat person, always have been. You know, I actually have a cat to my cat personality, or whatever. And when I get reborn, I want to come back. Okay. I mean, I do enjoy a good steam ripper moment, but it needs to actually rip the steam, you know what I mean? Not fun. Okay. More do it. Oh, I'm less far than I thought I was. Dang it! Let me just flip through it for now. There we go. Is this good entertainment, guys? You tell me. Okay, this might just need to go at the bottom, I guess. I'll figure it out. Or get covered by something. Watch this cat meow at me in about 10 seconds. Like she wants something. And me not being able to understand what she wants from me. It's not the snuggles, we know that. Okay, guys. This may be a project for another day. I want to abandon this and just use something else. Thing is, I want a light color lake. So I don't know if I have any. I mean, I could use the same one as I did for the other one. Decision. But I had a white lace piece in here. Don't mind me, y'all. Digging through my fabric. Maybe I did not. Nyla, can you help me? Okay, sometimes you just gotta dump it all out, and then you might find what you're looking for. That's usually what worked for me. Before I had a really good inventory system. Just dump everything out. It's like, oh, it's gotta be somewhere. Well, this could also be cute, but it's not lace. It's butter. Oh, this might be too busy for what I'm trying to do. Got dark blue and black lace, not this. We want it to be delicate. I think the piece I have in mind was actually like a light pink lace situation, which I could use. This one's going to be easier to work with. I already did something with this. So I might actually just use that instead. Yeah, we're going to do that. That way I can actually make some progress with this. Alright, I'll deal with this mess later. And I think my cat's back under the couch. She's like, I'm not dealing with these shenanigans. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wouldn't deal with my shenanigans either. Anyway, almost 10 o'clock, but I'll keep going. Where's the cap for this? disorganized is. Okay. Oh, I cut so much off at the hem already. This. Ooh, I could use this part. Very decorative. I don't know if I can do that. Or no. Well, hell, that's what happens when you chop off your stuff vertically. I want it to fray. That's the two different music. Whatever is left doesn't get bored. You know what? This might work. Okay. Yeah. Cut it right here. Creating chill. Heavy on the chill for this one. We'll figure it out. Is this wide enough? Almost. Yeah, that's the nice thing about going to the bins. You can find so much stuff that's like, it's a good fabric, you know, and if it's an item where I feel like I don't think anyone's gonna pick that up, I don't really feel bad about picking it up, you know, for crafting, because at least you're still doing something with it and it doesn't go into a landfill. And I know some people will have thoughts about that, and those people should maybe not be watching my channel. Yeah. I'd rather make something pretty out of it. Unless it's something, you know, obviously that would be of use to someone or that somebody else would pick up. But as you guys know, there's an abundance of stuff at the bins. So, this wasn't gonna save anyone's life, you know? Like a little lacy 90 number. I would not consider a necessity for anyone. Well, depends on your job, I guess. Anyway, this is where the little iron would come in handy, but here we are. We don't have that. Jen, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, you might want to you might be the last one left. I think Georgie may have fallen asleep on us. I can't talk anymore. Maybe I should log off. I'm gonna chill for a little bit longer. I still have stuff to craft. If I abandon this now mid-craft, it's never gonna get finished. So I'm gonna do one more thing. And I have a little set of something, and then I'll feel accomplished. Like I've actually done something with all the stuff I've been picking up. Sometimes you just need that to justify your sourcing and thrifting habits. And I'm gonna go to bed and watch another episode of 6 Feet Under. Probably. That millennial thing where you just watch and rewatch shows from when you were younger because you don't like anything that's on now. I'm here in the Pinterest rabbit hole. Is Pinterest still good? Because I've seen people complain that it's all AI slop now. I never really did the Pinterest thing. I'm more of I have an idea for something, or I want to know how other people craft with a certain material, for example, and then I'll just go on YouTube. I like to see videos of stuff, like how people are making it. But that's just a different learning style, I guess. Alright. Put this guy back in. I'm still downing coffee. It's 10 p.m. Don't mind me checking my shirt while my heat gun heats up. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just coordinating stuff with my child's father. Alright. Okie dokie. Should I do lavender and these guys? Almost feels. This is gonna be hard to trim down. I need something like baby's breath. But I don't think I have. No. I don't have anything like that, I don't think. This is like the closest it's gonna get to that. They almost feel like not delicate, but I could thin them out a little bit. Jen, are you looking up what to do with brooches and jewelry? Because you have my support or not. That you need it, but you have it. Huh. Okay. Once again, I need things to just slide on off. Have a little bit of stem to it. So. Might not need this stuff. I'll see. One other thing I want to get into, because, you know, as convenient as the the faux florals are, I do want to get into, like, doing crafts with dried flowers and, like, actually press them myself. Just like old school, you know, with a book. I did get some blotting paper. So yeah, gotta go around and snip some hydrangeas somewhere. Oh, are my favorite flowers currently. In case anyone wants to send me a bouquet of blue hydrangeas, be my guest. Don't think you can send it to my P.O. box though. Okay, this is missing something. Tough, I feel like. Off. There we go. Alright. I think we'll be good. Have you eaten up yet? Okay. Just send a couple. Okay. Oh, question for you. You know what? No, I'm gonna message you about this later, Jen, because I'm not trying to put all my work-related business on the internet. But I do have a question for you later. Okay. These things go on. Have to be trusted. Glue gun. Jen, do you want me to pull up the pics now and show them on the screen, or are they just for my personal enjoyment? That sounded very weird. Craft pit, not any other pit. I assume. Okay, dokie. Okay, I'm losing my thumb covers to the abyss underneath my desk. Let me pull out another one. Alright. I wish I had a good story to tell you. I may have be all chatted out for the rest of the day and just focused on what I'm doing here. Also focused on not running my fingers anymore. Hey, oh man, one thing we could have talked about earlier, even though I think Jen might be the only one here overall who's selling on Poshmark. The mess that is Poshmark. I know that's reseller, but my god, the changes Poshmark keeps making to things and just making it worse. Like their whole concept for Poshmark, for Poshfest this year, like, I'm sorry, have you lost your goddamn mind? But anyway, I mean, listen, I wasn't ever gonna go to Poshfest anyways, because I feel like it's super overpriced and I would just go to hang out with people, and if I want to do that, I can just organize that privately. But the thing Poshmark is doing now, where you have to get like a business license to sell and bring all your inventory to Los Angeles, and then you're only selling to people who also attend the convention, I believe is what they call it now. With side note, conference convention. So I think it's freaking hilarious and ridiculous. But hey, what do I know? I got a comment on an old What Sold video earlier today or yesterday, and I responded. Somebody, a new subscriber, I was excited about. I always love when new subscribers actually leave comments and say hi and such and tell me what they're doing. But yeah, they were saying they, I think, sell mostly on eBay, and they were like asking me what my favorite platform to sell on is. And you know, the thing is, in terms of like the ease of it all, mostly, I would say it is Poshmark. Currently, Poshmark is my strongest platform in terms of sales, which is not saying much because my sales are not great. But you know, it's the least crappy right now, and the shipping is the easiest still, and all of that. But it's also the platform that pisses me off the most, because they constantly make changes nobody asked for and don't change the things we do it. So I feel like eBay is like just there and reliable, and when they make changes, it's nothing major usually, and like not with the same frequency that Poshmark is making changes. Oh, not Glenn is not here. Hey then, Shark. Slash Crack, who's not here. Well, how are you doing while you're not here? You're not napping. Is this like your active time? You just pop out of your coffin and wake up? Sorry, one of my nerd shows that I'm watching is vampire themed. It's not that. That's fine. No, I haven't been paying attention. Jen, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like, it's not, I mean, I guess they still have some sort of maybe seminars and things like that. I'm not sure. But basically they're asking people to like pay for a booth space and bring their inventory, sell their inventory. Please hold. Sell their inventory still on Poshmark. It's like up to 150 items or something. So you're logging your 150 items that you're planning on selling at Poshfest or whatever they're going to call it now. Please hold. But you also need to have them listed on Poshmark because the sales will still go through Poshmark. So they're still collecting the 20% fee while you have a booth space that you're paying for, plus whatever vendor fee. And then they're like, oh yeah, you also need a license to sell in California, which why if you're selling it online? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. Anyway, yeah, they announced it as this like big, oh, we're doing this and making things better, like they always do. And I was like, no, you're making shit worse. It's awful, but go off. Hello, Regina. You did finally catch me live. I'm elusive like that. I don't go live on a regular schedule. I don't post videos on a regular schedule. I just randomly show up, and sometimes I chat and list. Sometimes I just chat. Sometimes I have adult coloring books, and today I'm crafting. Want to see what I made so far? Right now I'm working on the companion piece to this number. Bada boom, bada bing. Which may or may not need more oomph on it later. And then I just did a little bit of floral stuff. I'm gonna show that up here. On a reed. So, just, you know, glue and patience. That's my craft approach. Gluing patiently. So yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. What are you up to, Regina? Everybody say hi to Regina. Alright, I did touch that. I was just venting about, well, not really venting because I'm not that emotionally invested in things that Poshmark does anymore. But yeah, Poshfest. What a mess. What a mess. Alright, let's glue these on. Second was the others, maybe this one. Oop. So yeah, every time I make a sale on a Poshmark other than, did I just say on a Posh? Let me redo this sentence. Let me start over. Every time I make a sale on a platform other than Poshmark, I do get annoyed because I have to deal with more shipping shenanigans. Not annoyed about the sale, just like, oh, Poshmark makes it so easy. But everything else about Poshmark annoys me. So, there is that. Although I do like the simple math of putting in the fees when I put in my sales info in Bindu. That's about it. I'd make a decent sale on Depop the other day. That was good. Happy with that. Always happy when nobody complains on Depop because I honestly don't know how they would handle returns and things like that. One time I had somebody complaining to me, like going off on like the material content of something, which I was like, all of this was in the listing. I don't know what your problem is. And they're like, I'm gonna blah 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 report you for fraud or something. I was like, go right ahead. Oh no, you don't have a case for that. But okay. And so I reported the person to Depop. I was like, I'm being harassed by this person. They didn't read the description. Now they're having buyer's remorse. It was something stupid like a $12 item too. And Depop was like, I'm taking care of it. Or we're taking care of it. And I blocked them. And that was the end of that. But that was the only time I ever had an issue. I think one time somebody was like, hey, I love this item that I bought, but I noticed this flaw. And I was like, you know what? I don't think they're lying to me about that. So I knocked off like $10 for their trouble because I did not want to deal with getting it returned. And they were fine with that. There was like this big like mob wife fur coat. I was like, don't you come back to me. I just love $10. Fun. Making a good problem. Okay. Add some backing. Just very popped off. Jesus. popped up. Here we go. Prepositions are fun. All right. Okay. Need a small piece. Yeah, this one I think I just don't need any additional florals and things like that, but I think it's good the way it is. I think I like it. Sometimes less is more. That's the Moody Maximalist. That's the name of my second channel that I'm basically going to archive and merge with this. If anyone's wondering, oh come on, I just need a little bit more honeydew. You get a new one later. Dang it! Come on, don't let me down now. Yeah, Jen, it does sound insane. Like, I read through it and I was like, are you joking? Is it like April Fool's again? Did I miss something? Because, like, who's gonna sign up for this? And then, of course, on Poshmark's post about it, some people who are, I don't know what the Poshmark version of a bootlicker is, but it's just like, oh my god, I'm so excited for it, Poshmark. And I was like, how much did they pay you to say that? I know this sounds exciting, but okay, go off. So yeah. Sounds a little stupid to me, but okay. Just the thought of, like, unless you're local to Los Angeles, even then, who wants to lug around 150 pieces of inventory to sell at an in-person event but still make sales through the app? None of that seems enticing to me. Alright, I do need a new glue stick. But I don't know. Some might find it enticing, I guess. I don't know. I want to sit in on, like, I want to be a fly on the wall on some of those Poshmark meetings. And it's like to see what their thinking is behind stuff, because it's like, is there nobody in there that's like, ah, that's a bad idea? But it's not. Okay, Jen, thank you for coming. We'll chat about crafts and things later, and I do have to ask you something about your profession, if you will. Again, that sounded ominous. That's a word I have trouble saying for some reason. But yeah, I just remembered something, and I need to ask Jen about it. But yeah, thank you for coming. Enjoy your chill reading time. I've been listening to audiobooks again more and more. Although I just started one, and so far I haven't fully got into it. The problem is I fall asleep while I listen to them. Not because they're boring, just because I'm a sleepy girl. But I would fall asleep reading an actual book too, so, you know. It is what it is. Okay. I just need you to hold in place while I do the rest. Oh, that looks so pretty! Again, it's not much. It's not like a super insanely good idea to do this, and I'm sure it has been done in some shape or form. I don't really see a lot of this being done with, like, lacy fabrics, which is where I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. So it's always nice to get inspiration from, like, the internet or wherever for crafting and other things, and then just do your own thing with it, you know, put your own spin on it, your own stank on it, if you will, and make something that you enjoy. Do I know where I'm going to put this in my house? No, not yet. I'll find a spot. And there are definitely, like, some local craft fairs and things like that, or not necessarily craft fairs, just like kind of like farmers market, except you can also sell other stuff that I might look into. But again, I don't want to pay for, like, a booth set up and all of that, and, like, go somewhere on a Sunday morning and talk. You know what I mean? That's just not my jam. I'm more of a post it on the internet until it sells type of girl. Which does not always work out in my favor. But here we are. It would be really nice to have an antique booth though. Or some sort of booth space. Like a permanent space, not like a set up, break it down after 2 hours of whatever event you're at, you know? I would like that. And it's almost a little bit like a storage space, except it's a storage space where you're selling stuff out of. So yeah. I'm hoping I'll get a spot sooner or later. It would also make for good content, honestly. Like, I've been watching a few like antique booth video channels, like vintage thrifty channels, and they have pretty good engagement. So seems to be a popular time for it, so it's no surprise that I came out of the woodworks. I was like, oh, maybe I should do that. I have hot glue strings all over the place. But that's okay. Alright, one more and then we're done with this one. Yeah, for things like lavender, that's a funny word too for me. For things like that, I would really like to actually grow some real lavender and then just dry it and use it for crafts and such. Maybe not for something like this, but you know. Ta-da! This is hard to see. You can see it from here. And I was still a wee young German teacher, TA, teaching assistant. I think the first time I said lavender out loud in class, I pronounced it the German way, and I said lavenda or lavender, something like that. And my students were like, "See, this is where your accent is not really like you don't have a strong accent, but this is something where we'll get you, and where we can tell that you're actually German." I was like, "Noted," and that's how I remember that it's lavender and not lavender. Ethel! Hand pink waving, yay! Ethel is here. Look at everybody staying up late. Thanks for dropping by, Ethel. I don't know if you've been here for a minute, but I'm actually just wrapping up my crafting. But I got 3 things done, so pretty happy with that. I gotta stick my florals up into my whole floral storage slash pretty decorative storage. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, my florals are up there, and I gotta stick the leftovers in there. Put all my supplies away. I'm trying to keep a semi-clean craft space. Is it working? Sort of. Somewhat. Anyway, but yeah, I got 3 things done. I might like this one better than the other one. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And we hung out for a bit, which is always lovely. I would like to do more lives, but you know, as most of you know, my kid-free time is limited, and so, excuse me, when I have kid-free time, a lot of times I'm like, do I really want to spend my evening going live and like being on in that way, you know, and being, I don't want to say super entertaining, because this was, you know, this was chill, but it wasn't the most entertaining thing ever. So yeah, there are definitely nights where I'm like, I kind of want to, but I also just want to be on the couch and exist, you know what I mean? So yeah, my lives are sporadic, but you know, crafty life is fun. All right, so these 2 go together. I think they're real pretty together. I like them. See, and seeing them together, I don't feel as strongly that it needs something in the front here. I think I feel that way because this is such a repeating pattern, and this is a little bit more interest, like there's more visual interest, but I think I'm overthinking it, and if I add something here, I'm not gonna like it. So I think I'll leave these 2 as is and figure out where to hang them. Where do I want to hang them? I've got to be honest, they don't necessarily fit with my moody maximalist decor, but I'll find a spot. I might hang them in my bedroom somewhere, which is also a little. Oh, actually, I'll figure it out. I'm just looking around my space, figuring out where to put these. But that's a problem for another day. Anyway, here's my problem with having crafting and upcycling as a hobby is that at some point there's only so much you can put in your own home, okay? And me living in an apartment, there is very limited space for shenanigans. Again, this one's gonna go on my front door. Just a good old wreath, probably like this. So like when the flowers are a little bit off center. Anyway, that's gonna go on my front door. But yeah, for a lot of things, I mean, even wall space, like you have limited freaking wall space, right? It's not, I don't know, an unlimited amount of everything. So that's why I like for my decorative, even my decorative things, I usually like to be functional. This is not really that, but if I'm upcycling things, it's like, okay, is it something that can be pretty and also hold supplies of some sort? Getting the hiccup, sorry. Oh, I did this in the spot. Alright, well, while I'm struggling with this, let me tell you all good night, and thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. I know it's different from what I usually do, but it's also a direction in which I want to go more on my channel. Not necessarily like live crafting, but I do want to post more crafty videos, more upcycling videos. Still gonna do the clothing reseller stuff. It's just I also feel very uninspired with making clothing reseller related videos right now, because all I'm doing is post hauls. I don't feel like filming what souls or like tips and tricks videos. I'm just kind of, yeah, not feeling inspired by that. So I'm trying to do things that I like to do, that I enjoy, and turning those into lives and videos, and hopefully people will be along for the ride. Thank you to all of you who came along for the ride tonight. Let me turn this music off so I can turn my outro music on. Actually, let me take this down. Say bye to the crafts. Say hi to my florals. Anyway, ooh, and this is all the reselling crap back there that needs to get listed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out, for coming. I appreciate you. I hope I'll see you again very soon in another live or in another video. Bis bald. Tschüss. Mwah.